Hello, Isla. This is your bagpipe chanter practice instructions for January 22nd through January 28th. You did a great job at the lesson today, and what you want to work on is you want to work on going from a high A all the way down the scale to D, all right, with no mistakes, nice and consistent. You're also going to be working on going from E to D, back up to E, back down to D, like that. So I'm going to show this, all right? And before you start, I want to make sure you're playing on the right pads of your fingers. Remember how I talked about we have different pads on our fingers? We have the top ones, and then these middle ones down here, and then the bottom ones. On the pipes, I want you to be trying to aim for the middle pad. Now, it's not going to be exactly straight, consistent from finger to finger, because some are taller than others, but the idea is you're not going to play up on these fingertips up here. This little guy you might have to. Same thing with the left hand. It's the same idea. So make sure that you're doing that. I don't want to see you going way on the tips. It has to be further in. All right? So take a moment and get your fingers ready in the high A position high A position, and pause the video and check to make sure that these fingers are playing on the correct pads. Go ahead and pause it. Okay, now that you have your fingers on the correct pads, right, check the top hand too. We're going to do the transition from A down to D. So we're going to go nice and slow. Okay, and I don't want you to go any faster than that. Next, I want you to practice the transition from E to D. This transition can be hard because there's a lot of fingers moving. So the trick here is, what you want to do is this. You get in the E position. Take a moment. Pause the video if you need to get in a nice, good E position. All right? And this is the part where you really need to think about what fingers are going to be moving. We're going to be moving these bottom three here up. And as we move them up, this pinky finger comes down. Okay, and I want you to do that while you're blowing the E. This. And then you bring the E finger down once these fingers are off. It's kind of a cheat. Later on, when you get better, you're going to do this at the same time. But for now, I want you to move these fingers off first, then bring the E finger down. Watch it again. Here's E. Okay? Now, the other thing I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go back and forth between E and D. Right now we're about 3 minutes into this video, so if you are ready to do this, say, 5 days into your week, you can just go ahead and go up to the 3-minute mark and say, okay, I'm going to go from E to D over and over again like this. And I would also like you to do this in front of a mirror once in a while so you can check your fingers' straightness. And that is it. Have a great week.